This May, grow your learning experience in the HID Academy Learning Centre with communities. Engage with fellow learners and Academy subject matter experts. Expand your professional network and share knowledge. Enrich your learning journey in your chosen product areas. Make sure you've signed up to the HID Academy Learning Centre today. Welcome to our community. And a very good morning, good afternoon, or maybe even good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name's Rob Puricelli. I'm with the HID Academy, and welcome to another Learning Live at HID Academy. We are streaming live from 3 different countries today, from the United States, from the United Kingdom, and the fair nation of Canada as well. So we're getting very global today. And as you saw in that little teaser video we just showed you there, we are going to be talking about some new features with the HID Academy Learning Centre, predominantly the communities feature, which we'll come to in just a moment, but also we've had a little bit of a redesign on the front end of that. So I will be joined by a couple of my colleagues who I'll introduce in just a moment. But before we do that, can I just ask you, if you haven't already, do make sure you subscribe to the channel, because then you'll get notifications. If you hit the little bell, you'll get a notification of whenever we produce any content, whether it's live or pre-recorded learning material. It will give you those notifications at the appropriate time. During the broadcast, you may find yourself wanting to ask a question, and we love your questions. So please use the chat boxes on the platform that you're watching on, and we're broadcasting today to LinkedIn and YouTube. So hello to everybody there. If you want to ask a question, can you prefix it with a big capital Q? And that way it just helps my old eyesight pick it out and put it into the right pile. And we will have a Q&A session towards the end of this live stream, which will take around 30 minutes. And we'll get to your questions then. So questions, please, as many as you can, all relevant to the topic. Thank you very much. And if we don't get to answer your question today, or maybe you're watching this on catch up, or you think about it afterwards, then you can always email us at training@hidglobal.com. There's the address on the screen. It's also in the description below, training@hidglobal.com. And we will get to your questions as soon as we can and get you an answer. If it's not immediately, it will be as soon after as we can. So there we go. Right, so I am not on my own today. I'm joined by the director of HID Academy, and also a long-standing colleague of mine. In fact, I believe that we are the 3 longest serving members of HID Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Josefina and Paul. Welcome both. How are you all?
Doing really well.
Good. Excellent. So I think we established yesterday when we were having a chat that between us, we've got nearly almost 60 years of combined experience within the team. It is very scary, very scary. Josephine, I'm going to come to you first. Would you like to maybe introduce yourself, tell the viewers a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Sure. Thanks for the warm welcome, Rob. Happy to be back here. So I have been, as you said, in the company for a very long time, just like the rest of us. I have been with HID for almost 19 years this year in various roles, all related to training and partner enablement. And I am located in Northern California. So hello from Northern California. It's a bright and sunny morning here. And right now I am in charge of the Academy program and our team. The team is composed of 10 people, including the 3 of us here. And what we do is we produce all content online and as well as live sessions related to partner enablement. So all related to HID products and solutions to support our partners as well as our end users.
Fantastic. So Josephine is in California. I'm in the UK, as you might be able to tell from the accent. But my long-standing colleague, Paul Hynes, is over there in Canada. Good afternoon or good morning to you. How are things? And maybe you'd like to introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is morning here. I am in Canada, just not too far outside of Toronto. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Probably not as beautiful as California, but it's pretty good. As Rob said, I have been with Academy for a long time. This is my 20th year with HID, and I've been with Academy since it was originally founded in, I want to say, 2008, somewhere around there. And I am a technical trainer. I focus mostly on identity and access management, but I've dabbled in all of our product areas. And for the last few months, I've been really focused on the communities add-on to Docebo that we'll talk about here in just a little bit.
Fantastic. Yeah, so I'm the baby of the group. I've only been with HID for 13 years, this July, I believe. Yeah, it's great that we have a team here that's been together for so long doing this stuff. It gives us a solid ground in which I think an experience that we can speak from. Anyway, that's enough about us. We are here to talk about two great new features of the HID Academy Learning Centre. And if you're not aware what the Learning Centre is, it's our learning portal where we store all of our learning material, be it e-learning modules, video content, certifications, and so on and so forth. We introduced this new platform a few years ago, but Josefina is going to give us a bit of a history of our e-learning journey and where we find ourselves today. So I'm going to stop talking and hand over to Josefina to introduce the new features that we have in HID Academy Learning Centre. Over to you.
Thank you, Rob. So Academy, as Paul said, has been created in about 2008, and in 2013, we set up the first learning management system, first online portal where we started publishing all of our content because we were slowly moving from in-person training into online format. And in 2022, we set up a new portal that is now 3 years old, and that provides a lot of new features and an easy journey for our learners to find content. But because of all this history and the duration of our existence, we have now published over 450 online courses and instructional videos. That's a large portfolio, and we realized it is probably time to start thinking about how to simplify those learning journeys for our users, because it's a lot of content. It can get a little bit overwhelming when you first register to the portal and you don't know where to start. So we have taken a step back and thought, how can we reorganize all the content to make it easier for people to find quickly the content they need. So that prompted us to do this new homepage that I will introduce in just a second, that has 6 separate landing pages that I will introduce and correspond to the 6 main product areas that HID focuses on. And the other thing that we were kind of missing is a social collaboration platform. So we have a wealth of content, like I said, over 450 courses, videos, and certifications. But one piece that was missing is kind of this informal way to share information with each other amongst our learners. And we know from research that, formal training is part of one's learning journey, but the informal social learning is also a very critical part of how people learn and absorb information. So we decided to set up a new platform, which we called the HID Academy Community Hub. And this just went live together with the new redesigned homepage this Monday. So we're only 3 days in. This is brand new, very exciting. We've been preparing for this for several months. And this new community hub allows our learners to collaborate, share information, share best practices. A lot of our learners focus on the same product areas, so they will be able to share their experiences, ask questions directly to us, etc.
Excellent stuff. So here is the new landing page when you come into the Learning Centre. Do you want to talk us through
Sure.
the new features?
Let me give you a quick tour. For those of you who are already registered to the HID Academy platform, and we will talk about the registration process in just a few minutes, but you will notice as of Monday that the landing page, the homepage, looks completely different. For those of you who are not familiar, this is what you will see when you first log in. I will focus here on the center part. I already mentioned we have 6 key product areas that HID focuses on and that we have aligned our content with. So if you first log in, you will see a prompt, start your learning journey here. And depending if you are an end user or a partner, which product you are using or you are supporting, you may go directly into one of those 6 areas, which is access control, the card printing, also called secure issuance. Those are the Fargo printers, financial instant issuance, identity and access management. That is Paul's area. He is our training champion for that specific area. All things RFID and RTLS, and as well as our biometric solutions. So let me just take a quick look. If I click on access control, you will get into the landing page that basically centralizes all the content that we produce around that product area. We have a section for the latest updates where we publish, what is going on in access control on the Academy side, whether we have any new live events that are coming up or webinars, new courses that have been recently published, and then very important, their resource links. This is where you will find all the course catalogs that are related to this product area. So for access control or physical access control solutions, we have technical catalog as well as sales catalog, as well as a video catalog with all the instructional videos. I should also mention that in all those pages, you have access to the live events. So probably 80 or to even 90% of what we do in Academy is centered around online training, e-learning, and instructional videos. But we also do some live instructor-led sessions, and you will find access to those in next to the catalogs and the resource links. And then we have the community links. I will leave this to Paul. He will introduce this new area, but this is basically the landing page for one of our product areas. And just one more thing, at the bottom of our new redesigned homepage, you will also find access to the user activity pages, such as the My Courses. So this goes to the transcript where learners can see what courses they have completed, what courses they are still in progress, and where they can also download their completion certificates. And My Activities, that goes to kind of this dashboard with all the user statistics. So you can see from there how long you've been spending on your courses. You can see your certificates and badges. You can see other different statistics, which days you've been most active, etc. And then there is the new link to the communities, and that is what Paul is going to be introducing in just a minute.
Fantastic stuff. It's a lot cleaner, that interface, much easier to navigate to get exactly where you want to go. I just wanted to ask a couple of things. You mentioned the live events calendar there. What type of live events do we do within Academy?
So as I mentioned, the bulk of our offering is centered around e-learning, but we do offer live sessions as well. So we about every quarter have either a webinar or a live stream. So we produce a number of webinars. Webinars are usually focused on more technical topics, on specific topics in around one solution or a product, where we have a subject matter expert or a group of subject matter experts that join the session and talk about a specific new feature as an example. But we also have the live stream series that everyone is watching right now. And this is a platform for more high-level informal topics, new offerings, etc. Besides that, we also have a handful of actual traditional classroom sessions. Those are mainly focusing on our secure issuance or Fargo printing solutions, where our partners need hands-on experience with the actual printers. So we do schedule about 1 to 2 classroom sessions for printing solutions around the world every quarter.
Excellent stuff. And one other thing, there was a large button there called My Activities, which is a great way, like you say, it's a dashboard to go in and see your progress, see how much you've done. But what if I'm an individual, one of our partners, say, for example, and I've been working for partner A for 5 years, and I see a better opportunity over at partner B in the same industry, and I move over there. They use HID products and solutions as well, so I want to keep my training record going. Is that something that it can be enabled within the academy, that I can take my record with me between employers?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, this is quite a common scenario. It's a small industry overall, so people switch from one company to another. They do want to take their certifications, their achievements with them. So anything that a learner completes through the HID Academy platform is tied to that individual's account. So this is not tied to your organization that you work in. So you can absolutely take virtually your certificates or badges with you. You will typically need to email us to let us know that your email address, your business email address has changed. We will make some changes in our system, and your completions, your certifications will then appear under your new email address and new company name.
That's fantastic. So you take your training with you; it's not wasted, and that's really good to be able to do that as well. Thank you, Josefina, for the introduction to the new landing page and how that all works. And I'll be letting you know about a video towards the end of the broadcast where you can go in and have a look at a little bit more detail about the how to get started with all of this stuff. But now I think we should go over to the other exciting addition that we've made to the Learning Centre, and that is the Community Hub. And to do that, I'm going to hand over to my esteemed colleague, Paul Hynes, who's going to take us through. Paul, away you go.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, so why don't we bring the screen up here? As Josefina said, the down on the bottom right-hand corner of the new homepage, there is this link for communities. You can also access it through the usual, user menu up in the top left. But if we click on communities here, I'm logged in as a training user rather than myself. So this is this user's first time going into the communities. When you first go in, you get the opportunity to update your community profile. So this is where you can put your name, you can have a little tagline. Like for me, it would maybe say technical trainer, identity and access management, a little biometric. You can attach an image. It doesn't have to be an image of you, it could be an image of your cat, whatever you prefer. And then down at the bottom here, this is the really important part, is you can check off whether or not you want to receive digest emails. So this is the only place where we actually send emails to users. You'll still get notifications in the notification center inside of Docebo when different things happen. But if you click on this to receive digest emails, then once a week you'll receive an email that kind of gives you a breakdown of all the new posts that have happened that week in the areas that you're interested in. The only required field here is first name, but you can fill out the whole thing. Once you click next, you'll be brought into the community. And at first, you'll only be attached to one space. So the community is kind of divided into these different spaces based on product areas. But when you first come in, you're only going to be in the getting started with community space. And I really recommend that you click that, open it up, and watch this video. You'll recognize Rob's beautiful voice narrating you through all of the different parts of community. So we're only going to touch on it a very high level overview today. But the video will bring you through kind of everything that you can do, how to make posts, how to join different spaces, how to leave spaces that you're not interested in, how to update your profile, all of that sort of thing. The main thing that you're going to be doing inside of community is deciding which spaces you're actually interested in, right? You might be interested in everything. You want to be able to see everything that gets posted on the community, but maybe you only are interested in access control. And then, maybe you also like a little bit about identity and access management because, that's near and dear to my heart. So you choose which spaces that you're interested in. I do highly recommend also following this news and notes space. That's where we're going to post things, new updates. If we add new spaces to the community, that's where we'll announce them. So it is a good one to follow as well. And then if I go back to my homepage, you can see all of the different spaces that I followed. I'm now seeing posts from those spaces. So once you're in here, you can make your own posts. You can follow other posts. You can upvote posts. You can look at people's profiles, and that, get the whole community experience. One other thing I do want to point out is that each of these high-level spaces is broken down into 4 different spaces. So you can see under access control, there's an option for Ask Academy. This is where you're going to go when you want to interact with one of us, right? One of the Academy team members. You can ask us questions about the product area that you're interested in. You can ask us questions about things going on inside of HID or in the industry in general. You can just ask questions. Anything that you want to talk to us about, this is where you're going to want to do it. If you've taken a course on the platform and you have feedback, there is a course feedback space under each one of the product areas as well. So if you've taken an access control course, you could post into the course feedback in access control and let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you feel was missing, what you thought was great, all of that stuff. There's another space here for connecting with other learners. And this is where we expect that our members on the platform are going to communicate with each other, right? Share ideas, talk about industry news, whatever it is that you want to talk to other people about, joining in conversations that other people have started. This is where you're going to do that. And then there is also, like I said, industry news down here at the bottom. This is where the Academy team will be posting news that we find, but we expect that other people will be posting stuff as well. So if you read a really great article about access control and you want to share that with the community, this is where you would do that. I won't spoil too much more. Like I said, go watch that getting started video and it'll tell you how to do absolutely everything you need to know how to do. But I look forward to seeing you guys all in here.
Fantastic. Just a couple of questions, if I can. You mentioned that, of course, each user has their own profile. Will other users be able to view that information?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So obviously, security and privacy are really important to us. So the first thing I would say is that the communities are only available to members of the HID Academy learning platform. So if you don't have an account, there's no way to access this from outside of the learning platform. So if you click, I'll click on one of our team members here. So you can see a couple of things about someone that they've listed on their platform, right? So on their profile, we can see their name, we can see whatever tagline they've added for themselves, and you can see their bio. So if you're really concerned, you don't want anyone to know anything about you, you can just put your first name and that's it. You don't have to fill out anything else. But if you want to share, hey, I've worked at this company for 20 years, or I headed this really cool project, you can put that in your bio and other people will be able to see that information.
Fantastic. I see there that there's a space for awarded badges. Do people get extra badges for playing around in communities as well?
They certainly do. So, if I won't spoil too much about how you get the badges. I like to, people to figure that out for themselves. I myself, as an administrator of the system, I can't get these badges. So you can flex on me with all your cool badges after you make tons of posts and you're commenting a lot and you're answering people's questions, and your badge space just starts filling up and mine will look very empty and sad.
I think we should generate a special academy just so we have at least one badge, Academy Super badge? User or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's great. Can users also use this to share links to resources and materials within the community as well?
Yeah, so I mean, if you have something, you see something really great on YouTube, or you read a really great article, you don't have to copy and paste that into the community. You can link to things as well. Posts that have links will be reviewed by one of us, by a moderator, before they go live, just to make sure that people aren't posting things that are inappropriate or anything like that. But yeah, you can post things with links to other resources or materials that you think the community would find interesting.
Fantastic stuff. I'm really excited about this. I think this is a great way of, tapping into what is a kind of commonplace thing nowadays, is gathering in communities online and helping each other and answering each other's questions and getting support from the Academy as well. Thanks ever so much for that, Paul. That's really, really interesting. Looking forward to seeing what happens in the coming weeks, months, and hopefully years. So there might be some people watching today who haven't maybe ever used the Academy Learning Centre, which I would find incredibly surprising. And you should go and register straight away. How do people register for the Academy, Josefina?
Yes, it's a very simple process, and maybe Rob, you can show on screen what it takes. But on the HID website, we have a training landing page that you'll see on the screen right now, and there is a request account button right on the in the middle section on the left side. This will take you to an online form where you basically have to just fill in your first name, last name, email address, and set up your password. The email address is really the most important thing here. It's the only mandatory field, really, that you have to fill in. The only criteria to successfully register to the HID Academy Learning Platform is to have a valid business email. And business is really important here because we will not approve anyone with a personal email address such as Gmail. So if you have a corporate or business account, you will be able to register free of charge. It takes about 2 business days to validate your email address by our internal teams. So this form will go to our HID internal vetting team that will do their checking, and in a couple of business days, you will get a response that you have been approved, or if there's any issue with your account, you have been rejected, and then you will be able to log in and consume all the great content that we have on the platform and join the communities that Paul just mentioned and introduced.
Nice and easy. Thank you very much for that. And also, don't forget, as has been mentioned a couple of times in the show, we do have our own YouTube channel where you can find the video that Paul was referring to. So we have it in here. We have a playlist of instructional videos on how to use the learning platform. For example, with the Community Hub, there's a separate video just for that. There's a brand new video about getting started with the Learning Center as a whole. There's also videos for partner certifications and everything you wanted to know about Academy. It was a live stream that Josefina and I did. That was about 6 months ago. So yeah, lots of really, really useful content on there and hundreds of videos, all allocated into playlists and business areas and product areas that we have. So lots and lots of content there for you to go through, and they range from short 2-minute how-to videos to lots of live streams that we've already done and various other bits that I'm sure you'll be interested in. So that is our YouTube landing page right there. So I think we need to take a few questions, and we have had a few in. So let me just bring those up onto the screen. We've got a few minutes left here. So the first question we had come in was, what are the people learners may be, who are the people learners may be interacting with when participating in the Community Hub?
Paul, you want to take that?
Yeah, I can take that. So first and foremost, obviously, we expect you to be interacting with each other. That's what the Connect with Other Learners space is for. But also, you'll be connecting with the subject matter experts on the Academy team, right? So if you have questions, it doesn't even have to be a question from one of our training modules, but if you have questions about your product area or about what's going on in HID or anything else, you can talk to us. You can talk to the subject matter experts, both within HID as well as without. And in the future, maybe we'll even have other subject matter experts who get added into the mix. But for now, it'll be mostly the Academy team and then the other learners on the platform.
Fantastic. You can also get in touch with myself and my colleague Christy, who are the instructional designers, and we're the guys that take the content that the subject matter experts give us and put it into the learning modules. So if you have any comments or suggestions or issues with any of the way that some of these modules work, then please do use the community to get in touch with us, because Christy and I are both there. So please use it for that as well. Next question we had come up was, what types of content does the system support when making posts to the community? And I guess this relates to the things that we can share, whether it's links, images, YouTube videos, etc.
Yeah. Do you want me to take this one as well? I can do that.
Sure. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay. So when you are writing a post on the community, most of it is text only. But there are a couple forms of media that you can connect to your post as well. So you can import an image or link to an image that exists somewhere else. And you can also link to embedded video from things like YouTube or Vimeo, a couple other platforms that do embedded video like that. You can embed that directly into your post, which is what we've done as well for the Getting Started with Communities post. We are embedding our video from another area.
Fantastic. So it works pretty much like most social media platforms with a few limitations. Next question that we had here was, is there a notification system built in that will let me know when people respond to my post? Because that's really annoying if you ask a question and you don't get told that somebody's answered it. So do we have that facility?
Yeah, there are a couple of different notifications that the system will send out. So if you write a post and someone comments on that post, you'll get a notification letting you know that your post has been commented on. You can also subscribe to posts. So if there's a post you didn't make and you're interested to see where that conversation goes, you can subscribe to that post and you'll get notifications when more comments are made in the post as well. And if you were one of those people and you posted something with a link in it, you'll get notifications, for instance, when that gets approved and that it's officially on the platform. And there's a couple of other places as well. Most of the notifications are all going to be directly through the learning platform. Like I said earlier, the only thing that actually gets emailed to you is that digest, that weekly digest. But yeah, you can subscribe to posts, you can follow different topics that you're interested in, and the system will notify you when those conversations keep moving forward.
Fantastic. And I think if I recall rightly, there's a little bell icon in the top right hand corner of the Learning Center, and there'll be a little red dot. So it's kind of a very traditional method of letting you know that there's something there waiting for you. Last question, because we are literally running out of time. I'm going to throw this one to Josefina. Am I allowed to post material that relates to my business, such as special offers, advertisements, etc.?
Interesting question. So I should say, and I repeat what Paul already mentioned, is that if anyone posts a link to an external resource, an external website, or let's say a YouTube video, we as moderators, the Academy team, will be reviewing that content and making sure that link is relevant to the community. So if, as an example, it goes to another external business, it will likely be deleted. We want to make sure that as much as we want this forum to be open, we also need to make sure that the content that is being posted is relevant to the community itself. So we will be reviewing any posts that contain external links. We will be actually keeping an eye on any post that goes in there. And if we deem anything inappropriate, somebody wants to promote their own business, their own business, this is obviously not the intent of the community. So that type of post would likely be rejected or deleted.
Fantastic. Nice and clear. Brilliant. Well, I think that covers everything. 2 great new updates to the HID Academy Learning Center, a completely redesigned front page that makes it easy to get where you want to quickly. And then, of course, the addition of the Communities Hub, which we hope to see grow and flourish as it grows with you guys. So please do make sure you get involved. And if you haven't already registered with the Academy, please do. And then go in and create your communities profile and start posting and start talking and asking questions and joining in. And the thing with platforms like this, you get more out of it the more you put in. So it's a really great place to do that. Josefina, Paul, thank you both very, very much for coming along. We're getting old hands at this, I think. So hopefully we'll be doing another live stream very soon. To make sure that you get informed about that, then obviously the communities will be a great place to do that. But also subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified. We don't send anything else out, just the notifications of the shows and the uploads we've made. And you can do that over at the YouTube page. But yeah, the communities will be a great place. We'll post all of that stuff there. So thanks ever so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed that and that you got something useful from that. Thank you again to Paul and to Josefina, and we will see you all very soon back here on the Learning Live at HID Academy. Thanks everyone. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.